نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم. I greet all of you here tonight who took time to come and attend this blessed gathering this evening. Before I start the program, I would like to invite Imam Asil Khan Sahab to come here on stage before we start. The topic which he will be talking about will be something we can all learn and benefit from: the Islamic perspective of lying. I'm going to quote a hadith on the topic of lying from Minhaj-ul-Quran, which is a collection of 1100 hadith written by Shaykh al-Islam Dr. Muhammad Tahir al-Qadri. According to Hazrat Abdullah, the Prophet ﷺ said, "Truthfulness always leads to piety, and piety leads to the garden of paradise. The man surely tells the truth until he becomes a champion of the truth, a Siddiq. Lying leads to immorality, and immorality leads to the fire of hell. For the man surely tells lies until he is registered in Allah's presence as a liar." Agreed upon by Al-Bukhari and Muslim. To start off with the program, I would like to invite Brother Yasir for the recitation of the Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين فذلك الذي يدعو اليتيم ولا يحض على طعام المسكين فويل للمصلين الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون الذين هم يراءون ويمنعون الماعون. Now for the translation. In the name of Allah, most compassionate, ever merciful. Have you seen him who denies the religion? So he is the one who pushes away the orphan and does not promote the cause of feeding the poor. So woe to those worshippers who are unaware of the spirit their prayers, who are unaware of the spirit of their prayers, who show off their worship, for they only render a formal service to the Creator and are inconsiderate to the oppressed humanity, and who refuse to lend a worthless small object of use even on demand. Sadaqallahu al-Azim.
MashaAllah, may Allah bless you and put more barakat in your efforts. I would like to mention a hadith in moving on now. I would like to call upon Brother Subhan for a nod.
Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina wa Mawlana Muhammadin. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina wa Mawlana Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa barik wa sallim. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina wa Mawlana Muhammadin. ज़मीं पे उतरे जो अनवार लामकां वाले, ज़मीं पे उतरे जो अनवार लामकां वाले, उड़ान भूल गए अपनी आसमां वाले, ज़मीं पे उतरे जो अनवार लामकां वाले। जो चाहे कह ले कयासात हैं गलत सबके, जो चाहे कह ले कयासात हैं गलत सबके, कमान से ही नहीं निकले दो कमां वाले, कमान से ही नहीं निकले दो कमां वाले, ज़मीं पे उतरे जो अनवार लामकां वाले। मकाम लाक हो तस्कीन क़ल्बो जान के लिए, मकाम लाक हो तस्कीन क़ल्बो जान के लिए, नज़ारे और हैं तैबा के गुलसितां वाले, नज़ारे और हैं तैबा के गुलसितां वाले, ज़मीं पे उतरे जो अनवार लामकां वाले। ज़मीन वालों को क्या चल सके पता उनका, ज़मीन वालों को क्या चल सके पता उनका, न पहुँचे गर्द को जिनकी है आसमां वाले, न पहुँचे गर्द को जिनकी है आसमां वाले, ज़मीं पे उतरे जो अनवार लामकां वाले। मदीना आखिरी मंजिल है हक शनासों की, मदीना आखिरी मंजिल है हक शनासों की, यहीं ठहरते हैं सदियों से कारवां वाले, यहीं ठहरते हैं सदियों से कारवां वाले, ज़मीं पे उतरे जो अनवार लामकां वाले, उड़ान भूल गए अपनी आसमां वाले, ज़मीं पे उतरे जो अनवार लामकां वाले।
MashaAllah, thank you, and may Allah put more barakat in your efforts. Now, before I give the mic to our guest speaker, I would like to say a few announcements. We have weekly Tafsir Quran by Dr. Zafar Anjum on every Tuesday after Isha, and Learning Quranic Language by Imam Zia on every Wednesday after Isha. Both programs are live on our Facebook. Without any further ado, I would like to ask our guest Imam to give his lecture.
It's okay. Alhamdulillah wa kafa wassalatu ala nabiyyihi ba'dah. أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنما يفتري الكذب الذين لا يؤمنون بآيات الله وأولئك هم الكاذبون صدق الله مولانا العظيم قال الله عز وجل إن الله لا يهدي من هو كاذب كفار اللهم صل على سيدنا مولانا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا ومولانا محمد مبارك وسلم وصل عليه. You know, sometimes we do have habits. We have good habits and bad habits. You know, this is one of the proverbs we always share. You know, it says, watch out your thoughts, become your words. And watch out your words, become your actions. And watch out your actions, become your habits. And watch out your habits, become your destiny. And this is true. First of all, we have to control our thoughts because they will become words. If you think good, you will speak good. If you think bad or false, or you think about lies, you will say which is indecent. The words will be indecent. The words will become false. Then what happens next? If you think good, speak good, then finally you will have a good habits. But on the other hand, if you think bad, you will say something which is bad, and then you know what happens, you will establish a bad habits. The first becomes actions, then becomes a habits. Then if you have a good habits or bad habits, finally, you know, it will become destiny. Just now, the hadith was sharing with us. Who was sharing? Yes, mashallah, Brother Mamun. Brother Mamun was sharing hadith with us that a person who speaks truth and he keeps on speaking truth, finally his destination will be, or he will be called Siddiq. Just reminded me this hadith that, you know, watch out your thoughts, become your words. Watch out your words, become your action. Watch out your action, become your habits. Watch out your habits, become your destiny. So the person who thinks about truth and he says truth, his actions are about truth, and finally he will have this habit and he will be called Siddiq. And on the other hand, and the Siddiq, the truthfulness, will lead you towards ultimate destiny. You will be in Jannah. Will lead you towards Jannah. But the opposite, if you say bad, means, you know, you speak lies, you tell lies, and you keep on lying, and finally you will be called liar. And the lies will lead you towards hellfire. It will be your destiny. You know, this is so accurate. So we have to watch out our habits. You know, because of our habits, because sometimes we don't even think about, but you know, we are lying. And the lies is one of the major sin in Islam. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنَّمَا يَفْتَرِ الْكَذِبَ الَّذِينَ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ بِآيَاتِ اللَّهِ وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْكَاذِبُونَ. Indeed, they alone who do not believe in the revelation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala invent false fabrications, and they are alone are liars. Although it's not for the common people, it's for specific reason the Quranic ayat was revealed. Those who reject faith, because they keep on, you know, they keep on spreading lies, and finally they are called liars because they don't believe in the revelation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They don't believe in Allah, and they don't believe in, you know, in the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam. They don't believe in the revelation. They don't believe ayahs of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's why they are called liars. And inna Allah la yahdi man huwa kadhibun kaffar. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not guide those that who are the liars, and those who are not appreciating. Kafara means maybe opposite of shukr, or maybe those who are rejecting faith, those who do not believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and ultimately falanatullahi alal kadhibin. That we always say this ayah, that Allah's curse be upon those who are liars. So it's not something is light, something heavy, but we don't realize it, we don't feel it. And in the hadith of Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam, the one of the famous hadith, قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أربع من كنا فيه أربع من كنا فيه كان منافقا خالصا. As Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, أربع من كنا فيه كان منافقا خالصا ومن كانت فيه خصلة منهن كانت فيه خصلة من النفاق حتى يدعه إذا اؤتمن خان وإذا حدث كذب وإذا وعد أخلف وإذا خاصم فجر. رواه البخاري بإسناد صحيح. This is one of beautiful hadith and full of meanings that the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the person who has a 4 characteristics at a time, all of them together, all 4 together, the person who is adopting these all 4 characteristics at the same time, then he is a clear munafiq. He is a hypocrite. He is not like, you cannot consider him as a true believer. And what are those? إِذَا تُمِنَ خَانَ. Whenever he is entrusted with something, he betrays. Whenever he is given any amana, that he does khayana, instead of keeping trust. Now the amana could be many things. Amana is bunch of things. Amana maybe, in terms of someone gives you to keep certain things with you. Maybe could be money, could be another object, could be another thing, or could be even sometimes, we share confidential things. That is also amana. When I'm sharing with you, this is, confidential, that don't share with others. Again, this becomes amana as well, unless it's open. So إِذَا تُمِنَ خَانَ. Whenever he's interested, once in a while he did, and he realized it, and he fixed, and he rectified, maybe it's separate. Allah will forgive him. But he keeps on doing this. This becomes his habit, bad habit, that whenever he's interested with something, that he betrays. And the second is, وَإِذَا حَدَّثَ كَذَبَ. Whenever he speaks, he lies. Once a person, if he lied and he realized, and when I did major mistake, I shouldn't do that. Then he realizes and he rectifies and he asks Allah's forgiveness, maybe he will be forgiven. But the person who is keep on that with always, like, whenever he speaks, whenever he says, that he is full of lies. That this is a khasrat of munafiq. وَإِذَا وَعَدَ أَخْلَفَ. And whenever he makes any promise, he never fulfills a promise. He breaks the promises. Unfortunately, always we just keep on making promises, and we don't, and most of the time we don't fulfill it. This is serious. وَإِذَا خَاصَمَ فَجَرَ. Whenever he indulges in some sort of fighting or some sort of disagreement or the arguments, then he uses indecent language. He keeps on abusing and all kind of indecent language that you can think about, he uses it. So the one who has all 4 of this together at the same time, he is a munafiq. Subhanallah. If one from those, if he's had it, is a khasatu min al-nifaq hatta yada'aha. This is one, even someone has a 1 or all 4 of it. If he has all 4 of it, munafiq. If he has a 1 of it, it still is a characteristic from nifaq. And this is very important for a Muslim. And why we have our downfall. Muslim ummah, as we always make dua, we talk about what's going on with Muslim ummah, why we are suffering, why there's a crisis. And the crisis and all these things are not because of someone else from outside, or this influence from outsider. That's within ourselves. Because this is very clear that we are calling ourselves, we are mu'min, we are Muslim. Are we true Muslim? Are we following what we have been commanded? Are we keeping our trust? Are we always speaking truth? Are we fulfilling our promises? This is one of the challenges that we have to think. But this one of the things is that وَإِذَا حَدَّثَ كَذَبَ. This is whenever he speaks, he lies. So this is a khasla, this is a characteristic from nifaq. That's why we have to be really, really careful. And this time again, limited, I will make very brief. And another, the lies, the biggest lies or major lies is that as Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, this is also mentioned that afral fira an yuriya rajula aynayhi ma lam taraya, Bukhari, Rawahul Bukhari. That's another major lie is the person who appears or who demonstrates or who shares that I have seen with my eyes which his eye never seen. I have seen, yes, I have seen this particular thing or particular, the conversation or whatever, he is saying, but his eye never seen. This is one of the meaning is that. And another interpretation is, as sometimes those who are saying that I had a dream about Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam as a common person. They are, yes, Allah Ta'ala has blessed them. We cannot deny those. But if someone is just claiming it, someone is just sharing that, to gain maybe something which is against, human interest. So this is another major lie. This is again, anything could be worldly, that I have seen such and such and he had never seen, because this is between him and Allah. This will be again something very really serious. And this is another hadith of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Once it happened that the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, one of Mu'mineen, when that some of other ladies and sahabiyats brought her to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's room, and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam offered her some milk, and she pretended that she's okay, she doesn't want. So Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, you are combining two things. One is a hunger and a lies. Someone is really, really extremely hungry, but he is pretending. It depends on circumstances, situation. If someone is there that he doesn't have his own food and he is pretending, that's a separate case. So Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, when everything is ready, and you are offered, there is no problem. So that don't combine the two things. This is even the smallest thing that Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam considered. That even we have to speak the truth. And another hadith of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, this is Hazrat Abdullah bin Amr. قال دعتني أمي يوما وكان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قاعدا في بيتنا فقالت ها تعال أعطيك فقال لها رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ما أردت أن تعطيه قالت أن أردت أعطيها تمرا فقال لها رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إما إنك لو لم تعطيه شيئا كتبت عليك كذبة. So Hazrat Abdullah bin Amr radiallahu anhu, he says, once the Prophet ﷺ was sitting in our house and my mom called me and said, hey, come here, I will give you something. As usually we say, hey, come here, I will give you something. So Rasul ﷺ asked her, what you were going to give her, what you were going to give him. So she said, Ya Rasulullah, I was going to give him a date. He says, if you pretended, if you did not give him a date, this would have been recorded as lies against you. It reminds me, Hazrat Imam Bukhari rahmatullah alayhi. Imam Bukhari rahmatullah alayhi. Sahal Kitab, Ba'd al-Quran, after Quran, there's the most authentic book is Sahih al-Bukhari is mentioned that. Because Imam Bukhari's criteria was very strict. And wherever he collected the hadith, he will profile all the narrators. And if he will see that, once in a while that this person was accused that he lied or he was not a adil and he was not a true person, then he will not take hadith from him. Even according to his understanding. So he have heard that there was a sheikh that he has a many hadith. So he traveled from distance and he went to collect hadith from him. And he went there. This sheikh was a very pious person. And he had hadith. Maybe other muhaddithin, they have narrated from him, because according to other narrator, he was a true person. But when the Shaykh Imam Bukhari went there, and his horse ran away. That the Sheikh's, muhaddis, the horse, ran away, and he was trying to get back and hold of his horse, and he pretended like that. And as usually we do that with the animals, we pretend that we are calling our animals, we're calling someone that yes, I have something. Imam Bukhari, he went, he checked, what is it, and he was just pretending. He says, the one who is betraying, the one who is keeping lying with the animals, I'm going to take hadith from him. Because he had nothing, that he was just holding his animal. That he was pretending that I have something, I will give you, and come, he was holding. Although apparently nothing is wrong, because this is a trick or this is a way to hold your animals. But Imam Bukhari, he said, no, he's lying. He never collected hadith from him. So what happens, when someone is called, and as Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu anhu, he says, I was young, and the Rasul asked her that what you were supposed to give him. He said, I had a date. If you didn't have a date, that I would have called, this was against you. This would be considered the lies against you. And another hadith of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam is mentioned that sometimes we just joke around. Even while you are joking, don't tell lies. And the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, especially those who are professionals. Those are professionals. And comedian, for example. One other comedian that they give example, or instead of lying, they say something truth but in a funny way. That's a separate. But someone is literally is a lying, is a full of lies. So Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam also prohibited that. Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Wailul liman yuhaddithu fayakdhibu liyudhika bihil qawma ka wailul lahu." May the person be loser. May he, the person who keeps on lying and making people laugh just because of his lies. May he be loser. So Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam against that. So, here is very important thing. As the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, before he announced his prophethood, he was called as-Sadiq. He never lied in his life. He never lied. That's why it's called as-Sadiq and al-Amin. The most truthful, the most trustworthy. As-Sadiq, in his entire life, he never lied. And sometimes in our life, this is maybe you will have an experience about someone who lied and he is trying to be truthful again, and just because of covering one lie, he will speak maybe another 100 lies just to cover one lie. Have you heard this? Because you are done after once if you lied about something and now you are embarrassed, now you would like to justify that no, you are right. Now you keep on lying, adding more lies. Then what will happen then? That this will be again, he is going to establish his habit. That this is really scary. And it reminds me once, I think there was in India or some other places, in some of court, I don't remember exactly what was the incident. So in the court, there were two, it's a long time ago, not recently, when the people were considered, mashallah, the Muslims are most truthful people because they were recognized being a truthful or trustworthy or more caring or sharing. They were recognized in that in some places, some areas. So there was witness in the court, and there was one Muslim was witness against someone that even judge, he took his witness. He said, why are you taking his witness? Why? Why? Because he's a Muslim, or he's not, he does not belong to our religion. Why are you taking his witness? He said, Muslims, they may be corrupted, they may have other vices and the evils and all of the bad things, but Muslims, they don't lie. Muslims, they don't lie. They have so much trust. But now is opposite. Now is opposite. Everything is opposite. Even if you go to Muslim world, in any Muslim country, we don't trust anyone because we don't know that whether he's a lying or he's a true or a false. We have lost our trust. And the same thing with other people. Those who have interaction with the Muslims, and if he's hurt, then the second time he is really extremely careful. Then he will say that I had a bad experience with such and such. with so and so, I have bad experience because he lied to me. And then after he's going to lose his trust. So this is a problem, another challenge, with Muslim Ummah, as collectively, individually, alhamdulillah, but collectively, everywhere they have lost that trust. Now, if we keep it just at least one thing, we become a specialist. As previously the Muslim, they were specialists. They were truthful, or they were honest, or they were trustworthy, and everything, they were specialists. But now we don't have any speciality. They call the other people, they call us other name, with terrorists or radicals or extremists or this or that. But we need to get back to be recognized that a Muslim, mashallah, they are most honest, or they are truthful. It reminds me of the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. A person came to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, Ya Rasulullah, I'm indulging some sort of evil. Please advise me so that I can get rid of this evil. So Rasulullah suggested only one thing. Only one thing. Instead of giving him some wadaif, that read this Quran or read this wadaif or this zikr, and Allah will save you from punishment or from all these evils. So Rasulullah said, if you would like to get rid of these evils, all evils, speak the truth. Don't tell lies. That's it. That was Rasul's advice. And the next day, when he wanted to indulge in any sort of evil, for example, that he wanted to drink, for example, now he thought about that, oh, this is the evil. And the Prophet ﷺ recommended, and he said not to tell lies. And guess what, if I go to him, if I visit him, if he's going to ask me, did you indulge in any sort of evil? What will be my reply? If I said no, then the Prophet ﷺ said, don't tell lies. So it's going to be against him. If I said yes, it's going to be embarrassment. What kind of person I am? Then he went to another thing, and he wanted to do another evil. So then again he realized, he felt it. The Prophet recommended not to tell lies. What will happen to me if I go and visit him? If he's going to ask me, if someone asks me, what I'm going to do it? If I said yes, I did it, it's going to be embarrassment. If I said no, it's going to be lies. So one by one, he quit all his evils. Just because this is called Ummul Khaba'ith. Lies is one of the major sin, and we generate all other lies. Because once if you have a habit of lying, you may do anything. Anything you will do it. Because you know that I'm going to lie. I say, I didn't do that. Easy. Then once if you have this habit, that you will say, no, I didn't do anything. I didn't do this. Then okay, it's an easy access. But once if you are truthful, then you will think twice. Should I do it or not? If I do it, if someone asks me, or if someone observes me to doing this, then what will be my situation then? I'm going to tell lies, or I'm going to speak truth. If I'm going to speak truth, it's going to be embarrassment. It is going to be embarrassing, really embarrassing, that you are indulging some sort of thing, this kind of activities or actions. It's really embarrassment. But if I speak the lies, then again, same thing, major sin. So, conclusion is, we must understand, we must have a good habits. And speaking truth, just for the time being, maybe for the time being you will be embarrassed, but ultimately you will see the good results of speaking truth. But if, for example, you lied and you are trying to justify your lies with other lies, maybe for the time being, you will be okay, you will be fine, you will have easy access. But ultimately you will be embarrassed. So the person who speaks truth, he will be always brave. The person who keeps on lying, you will never consider him, this person is a brave. That's why he needs easy access. So we have been asked to be brave. And sometimes, this is for as a fiqh issues. But yes, there are some circumstances, there are some situations that will not be considered as a lies. Although it's a lies, but will not be considered because there is another greater than that. For example, a few examples are mentioned here. If the two people have a conflict, for example, they have some kind of disagreement, disagreement, or they hate one another, or they have animosity, and you would like to bring peace among them. You would like to bring between two parties or two groups or two people. Now, if you are going to speak the truth, exactly the truth, you will never be able to reconcile between them. The reason is because, of course, because they have differences. So because of those disagreements, they are not going to like each other. That's why they dislike, that's why they have these kind of differences. So once if you appear to someone and you know it, the other group or other person, he or them, they hate them or they hate him, but you are appearing, man, you are just having this grudges in your heart or malicious heart. What other people, they think good about you. They think good about you. So although he was really aggressive, he will think about, why I am, thinking bad about them while they are thinking good about me. That in the same way, when you appear to another group, another person, and instead of adding to the fire, means oil adding to the fire, exaggerating more, and wow, man, this person was really against you and he said such and such. Instead of sharing all these things, say something positive. Once if you say positive, then again, what will happen? Their heart will be soft again. They will have a soft corner. So in this way you can make peace. So in order to make peace, if you lie, this will not be considered as a lies. This is one thing. And something in battlefield. For example, you are against your enemies. This is not a trick. You may put any kind of trick. Apparently, maybe it's going to be the lies, but this will not be considered lies because you have to defend yourself. This is defensive. Or if you see someone is really would like to harm, so and so, he wants to harm, and this is just the scenario is that there was a person sitting here, and he knows it that there is a person who is going to harm him or may kill him. So he's escaping, or he is hiding, or he is covering himself, and where is he? And a person comes, I'm looking for someone, so and so. Do you know where is he? If you're going to if you're going to speak the truth, he may be killed. Now here you have to cover him. You have to save him. So in the same way, the person, because of having more than, of course, he is not allowed, but in the Muslim world, have more than one wife, for example, is not allowed here, by the way, just make sure, So, to create a balance in the family, and they go to one family and being sympathetic or sharing that, yes, I love you more than other, or I love you more than others. In this way, to create a peace or to, balance in the family, that's again will not be concerned, although he knows what is in his heart, to create a balance. So these are examples are there. There are situations or there are some circumstances which will not be considered as a lies, but in general, it's just day to day our life, every time and our activity or our actions, and whenever we interact with someone and we just keep on lying, that's prohibited. This is really something dangerous. So we should try our best, although as an individual and collectively as an individual, that if we have this habit, I will try my best not to lie. I will try my best. You know the story of Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani Rahmatullah alayhi. He is a young kid, young man. He says, my mom gave me, that much money, 40 dinars. Why are you not lying? Because my mom said not to lie. And all robbers and all chief, they turn into Islam. He said, look at this young man. He is not lying because he made a promise with his mom. And look at us. We are the creator with the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our creator. He commanded us certain things not to do this, and we are doing it. So they change their life. So because of this habit, you may change, not only individual but collectively, you may change. But this speciality we must have. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq to understand, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq to get rid of this evil habit. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Jazakallahu khair.
Let's all get a little closer for zikr, just around, a little more closer. Scoot up a little, please. Repeat after me. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina wa Maulana Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa barik wa sallim. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina wa Maulana Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa barik wa sallim. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina wa Maulana Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa barik wa sallim. Astaghfirullahal azim allazi la ilaha illahu wal hayyul qayyum. Astaghfirullahal azim allazi la ilaha illahu wal hayyul qayyum. Astaghfirullahal azim allazi la ilaha illahu wal hayyul qayyum. Hasbi Rabbi Jallallah ma fi qalbi ghayrullah. Hasbi Rabbi Jallallah ma fi qalbi ghayrullah. आखिर है अल्लाह, ज़ाहिर बातिन है अल्लाह, अव्वल आखिर है अल्लाह, ज़ाहिर बातिन है अल्लाह। हस्बी रब्बी जल्लल्लाह मा फी क़ल्बी गैरुल्लाह, अव्वल है अल्लाह, ज़ाहिर बातिन है अल्लाह। नूर मुहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह, 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 ला ilaha illallah, la 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 ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. Allahu, 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 Allah, 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 Allahu, 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 Hu, Allahu, Allahu, Hu, 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 Allahu, 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 Hu, Allahu, 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 Hu, Allahu, 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 Allahu. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. Ya Hayyu Ya Qayyum, 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 Ya Ya Hayyu Ya Qayyum, 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 Ya Hayyu Ya Hayyu Ya Qayyum, 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 Hayyu ya Qayyum, Ya Hayyu ya Qayyum, Ya Hayyu ya Qayyum, Hayyu ya Qayyum, Ya Hayyu ya Qayyum,
Ya Hayyu Ya Qayyum.
La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. Ya Jabbaru Ya Qahhar, 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 Jabbaru Ya Qahhar, Ya Jabbaru Ya Qahhar, Ya Jabbaru Ya Qahhar, Jabbaru Ya Qahhar, Ya Jabbaru Ya Qahhar, Ya Jabbaru Ya Qahhar, Ya Qahhar, Ya Jabbaru Ya Qahhar, Ya Jabbaru Ya Qahhar, Jabbaru Ya Qahhar, Ya Jabbaru Ya Qahhar, Ya Jabbaru Ya Qahhar, Ya Qahhar, Ya Jabbaru 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 Ya Qahhar, Jabbaru Ya Qahhar, Ya Jabbaru Ya Qahhar, Ya Jabbaru Ya Qahhar, Jabbaru Ya Qahhar, Ya Jabbaru Ya Qahhar, Ya Jabbaru Ya Qahhar, Ya Jabbaru Ya Qahhar, Ya Jabbaru Ya Qahhar, La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. Please stand up for Salatul Salam. Ya Nabi salam alayka, Ya Rasul salam alayka, Ya Habib salam alayka, Salavatullah alayka, Ya Nabi salam alayka, Ya Rasul salam alayka, Ya Habib salam alayka, Salavatullah alayka, Anta Nurullahi fajran, Ji'ta ba'da al-usri yusran, Rabbuna alaka qadran, Ya Imam al-Anbiya'i, Anta fil wujdani hayyun, Anta lil-'aynayni dhayyun, Anta indal hadirayun, Anta hadan wa safiyun, Ya Habibi Ya Muhammad Ya Nabi alayka, Ya Rasul salam alayka, Ya Habib salam alayka, Salavatullah alayka, Yartawi bilhubbi qalbi, Hubbi khayri rusli Rabbi, Man bihi absartu darbi, Ya Shafi'i Ya Rasulallah, Ayyuhal Mukhtaru fina, Zadana al-hubbu hanina, Ji'tana bil khayri dina, Ya khitam al-mursalina, Ya Habibi Ya Muhammad Ya Nabi salam alayka, Ya Rasul salam alayka, Ya Habib salam alayka, Salavatullah alayka, Ya Nabi सलाम अलैका या रसूल सलाम अलैका या हबीब सलाम अलैका सलावतुल्लाह अलैका.
Especially make dua for Muslims, and as we know that what's happening in Syria is really, is tragedy, and make dua for all of them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy.
Sister Rifat's mother and daughter-in-law, they both are sick, so.
Our sister Rifat's mother
and daughter-in-law.
Mother and the daughter-in-law, make dua for them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them shifa and kamala and ajala, and all other brothers and sisters in our community, those who are sick and those who ask you for any the support or they need any help. So make dua for all of them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help them all, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for them. Ameen. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wa naqul muttaqin. Salatu wassalamu ala rasulih Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. اللهم أعنا على تلاوة القرآن وذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك. اللهم ربنا فاغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار يا عزيز يا غفار يا رب العالمين. या العالمين हमारे यहाँ पे तक़ब्बल मंज़ूर फरमा. सलातुल इशा को या ज़िक्र अज़कार को या जो हमसे अच्छी बातें हुई हैं या हमसे मंज़ूर फरमा. या العالمين जो हमसे कोताही हो गई हो या गफ़ूर हम सदक़े से माफ़ी नसीब फरमा. या العالمين या العالمين जहाँ जहाँ भी मुसलमान परेशानी के आलम में हैं, खुसूसन बलाद शाम में या बर्मा में या कश्मीर में, इसके अलावा जहाँ भी या العالمين मुसलमान परेशानी के आलम में सबकी परेशानियाँ दूर फरमा, हमें सुकून अता फरमा. या العالمين जिनके बच्चे मासूम बच्चे दुनिया से जा चुके हैं, या العالمين वो मासूम बच्चे थे, या العالمين उन बच्चों को उनके वालिदैन के लिए ज़ख़ीरा बना और अजर बना. या العالمين वालिदैन को नेमत बदल अता फरमा. या العالمين जिन्होंने भी या العالمين इस परेशानी के आलम में या सब्र के अलावा उनको अजर अज़ीम अता फरमा, मज़ीद सब्र अता फरमा. या العالمين जो भी अप्रेसर्स हैं, या العالمين जो इनजस्टिस कर रहे हैं, अल्लाह उनको हिदायत अता फरमा. या العالمين जो बीमार को शफा से तंदुरुस्ती अता फरमा. या खुसूसन हमारी रिफत वाली या العالمين उनकी वालदा और उनकी सिस्टर-इन-लॉ या उनकी दुआ करते हैं, अल्लाह उनको शफा से तंदुरुस्ती अता फरमा. या العالمين हमारे कम्युनिटी में इसके अलावा जो भी बीमार को शफा से तंदुरुस्ती अता फरमा. या العالمين के बीमार के लिए कफ़ारा बना, हर किस्म की नागहानी आफात मुसीबत वलिया से महफूज व मामूल फरमा. या العالمين इस सेंटर के जो भी तावन करते हैं, जो भी चला रहे हैं, या العالمين जो भी से इखलास के साथ काम कर रहे हैं, उनको अजर अज़ीम अता फरमा. या العالمين हमारा खात्मा बिल ईमान खात्मा बिल खैर फरमा. या العالمين हमें हमेशा सच बोलने की तौफीक अता फरमा, या उन किज़्ब से महफूज फरमा. सल्लल्लाहु तआला अला रसूल खैर खल्क़िही मुहम्मद व अला आलिहि व सहबिही अजमईन बिरहमतिका या अरहमर राहिमीन.